I, this is my note card, 3-5, and I'll show you my audience. There you go. I got 4. Hi everyone, my name is Brandon Moreno, and here to talk about today why saving money while in college is important. You know, something unexpected happens with your vehicle, medical bills, anything, you need money saved. It's a guarantee to secure you, and if anything happens, you got yourself covered. Why this matters, college students have to take care of the tuition, books, food, gas, rent, etc. And it's all true. Coming from a college student, you know, there's many things that we have to take care of. And sometimes, unfortunately, unexpected expenses happens. You know, if your car breaks down, you need about, $200, maybe more to fix it. If a medical bill happens, you know, you need to be able to pay that. You don't want to be, sick and because you can't afford some medicine. You know, and saving money reduces stress by so much by law. I would know from experience because, I feel like having $0 in the bank account and then going paycheck to paycheck is not very okay. It's not good. Versus having $1,500 in the bank account, and in case your laptop breaks or your car, you're able to just take $300 out. You're still good, and your next paycheck is coming. Even if it's small, you still have money that you could rely on. Point 1, reducing financial stress. Emergencies happens all the time. Unfortunately, that's life, and you don't know what's gonna happen in the future. If your car breaks down and you need repairs real quick, your medical bills, that happens a lot. And this will be able to help you, emergencies, this will be able to help you combat that. Just go out real quick. If you're able to have money saved, that's the most important goal. You're a college student, you're worried about your classes, you're worried about your grades, because you need good grades in college to get you to wherever you want to go in life. If you're worried about money during school, that's going to cause stress. That's going to cause you to maybe not do well in class, maybe miss a few assignments, versus, having some money saved. You're like, okay, I'm okay for right now. I'm able to keep on going on and doing school. Point 2, avoiding debt. This is very important. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau tells me good financial habits make better financial decisions, which is true. College students, they like to take out credit cards. Credit cards, they're just not something you can just swipe and be okay with. They cost interest, sometimes high interest. And it's something where I feel like college students shouldn't be reliable as, because they don't know, what if something happens and that debt accumulates for 2 to 3 months. If they're only paying a little bit on the credit card, eventually, it's gonna be high, and we don't need that. That's just avoiding high interest everywhere. This comes in better financial habits. If you know that maybe I shouldn't be spending my money on what I want versus what I need. On a credit card, I feel like you could be spending that on what you want versus just not spending your credit card at all. You're saving your money, you're saving the money that you're going to spend on interest, and you have extra money for the future. Right? Point 3. Preparing for the future. Learning how to budget. According to the Federal Student Aid Bureau, creating a budget and saving money helps over time. This is 100%. 100% and true. You're learning how to budget. That means you're learning where your money is going. You're learning where you're putting your money in and if it's going to benefit you in the future. Basically investing in yourself. I feel like I'm able to have money and understand that I'm gonna put this towards my car, a future apartment, or the last thing we always go to is emergencies, because we never know what's gonna happen in the future, and we always need money for emergencies. That's 100% true. I feel like if you want to buy a car, you have a $2,000 down payment. Boom, you're good with your car. It's your first apartment. It's like a $200, $300 fee for the beginning, and then $1,000 for rent. That's because you were saving your money for your future, your emergencies. If that's either car repairs, if that's medical. That's really good. Because you're able to cover yourself and protect yourself for the future. Building confidence with money, understand where your money is coming from and going to. You're getting money and you're like, okay, I'm gonna save this and I'm gonna only buy what I need. That's having confidence with money. That's saying no to bad, indecisive purchases that you don't need. Thank you. In conclusion, saving money reduces stress 100%. From the beginning I said having $0 in the bank account versus having 1,000, you're gonna feel different like that, 100%. And helping you avoid debt. You wanna be able to graduate debt free. You wanna be able to take out loans for a car, a house, an apartment. If you have debt, you're not gonna be able to do that. And then preparing for your future. All of this is just preparing for your future. You want to have good financial decisions. You want to be able to be confident with your money. Like, okay, this is for my future. This is what I need to do, and I'm going to do it. Starting small with $20, $40, $60, etc. a week will gradually build over time and make you so much more. And just saving that is the best thing you can do for yourself. Well, I got all this information was from the Federal Student Aid Budgeting Resources for Student, U.S. Department of Education, Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, Managing Your Money. I want to say thank you all for your time and for your attention. I want to say thank you. All right.